We work hard so you can get hard. That's a lot.
Woo! I'm sure that was consensual.
It was fucking Carl! Another guy I know you're excited to talk about is Evan Mobley. So, what's his cap? What's he going to do? He's with a great Cavs team. He's turned out to be, a very good top 3 pick. So, what do you think?
Evan Mobley is going to be a superstar in this league. Like, no doubt. This is a guy who has shooting potential. We haven't necessarily seen him light it up from the 3 yet, but I think this is a guy that we've seen shoot it from mid-range at least, so maybe he can branch it out later on in his career. And at the very least, he's a great post scorer. He can block about 2 shots a game, so bare minimum, giving you solid defense there. And like immediately, that was really the thing that you worry about with a rookie big man is his defensive abilities. And maybe being next to Jared Allen helps him. I'm sure it does. But he looked great. I mean, defensively, I had no problem with him out there for a rookie. He's going into his 2nd year. And I think this is a guy who could eventually look like a defensive player of the year.
Oh, yeah. No, I really think he's going to, after Gobert, it's his turn. I think he's going to be one of the defensive all-star of the East. I think he's going to be insane. I can't wait to see it. He's so physical. And so, like, he looks like a lanky guy, but when you watch him play, he does not act like it. His athleticism, his mobility, it's all there. Great handle. He has like a Giannis-like handle for his size, and that's super cool to see. Physical, his timing is great. He gets blocks, able to get these rebounds. No one's to jump. Knows when to stop when he's rolling. He's just a smart player to see at this age. He's not afraid of contact. However, he just can't finish through contact as well. Not afraid of it, but he'll get there. I do think he'll get there. He does struggle with a little defensive pressure. When a play breaks down, so when he backs up, he fumbles a lot. He just tries to lob the pass outside and is not able to get there. He can make if there's an easy pass right in front of him, he can make that. I don't see him making the next pass, and nor does he need to be. However, what he does need to do is know how to pass it out, and he does not do a great job because he gets so flustered when an offensive play breaks down and the defense stops him. He just kind of like freaks out and either throws up a wild hook or just shoots it. That's something he needs to solidify. I don't need him to average 3 assists a game. I just need him to make those crisp passes out and learn how to get himself out of traffic.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And I think that's a typical weakness for a big man. So hopefully it's something he can refine. And I think it's something that can just get better at playing games. Like, man is only going to be 21 next year. So I think he's got plenty of time to work on that skill. Yeah,
that's more of a comfortability thing, not a skill thing. Guy has to get comfortable down below. Some players never do, granted. But I think he'll get there. He certainly has that mindset. I mean, I would like to see more instances. I mean, they tried it a bunch at the beginning of the season, but I would like to see the more instances of his catch and shoot, catch and pop. I mean, he's just not big enough to be a massive rolling threat, which he is. He is because of his height and everything, and he can finish. But I'd like to see a little more pop because of his height. I think to spread it out to mid-range, maybe start there. Some catch and shoot on the 3, possibly. He's got the spacing with Jared Allen there, so I'd like to see that a lot more from him. I know he didn't shoot that efficiently, but maybe more practice he can get there.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's just he's got a long way to go in that, but I think he just needs to have some more opportunities. And he's got an all-star point guard with Darius Garland, so that should help him out hopefully long term. It's definitely a better situation than most big men have to deal with.
Yeah, I think he will, if not this season, he will emerge to be the second best player on this team. No doubt. And it'll very well be like he'll be the Gobert of the East, just maybe a little more offensively. He'll be a superstar because Gobert, I consider Gobert a 2-tier all-star, a superstar, like a Bradley Beal, where like he obviously needs something else, but he's second tier because of how good his defense is, Gobert. So, I think he can become. I don't know about a 1-tier. I do think he can be a 2-tier still, just more offensively. He can get as
good as Bam Adebayo, I think.
Yeah, if not better. I think he can be better than Bam Adebayo. I see as like a 3-tier, but yeah, definitely. I'm super excited to see where he goes. He's going to be a great excitement to watch. Especially, I mean, I didn't think the Jared Allen and Mobley's going to work, and that's not the part that didn't work this season.
Yeah.
That part worked fine. It was just they needed to find some good wings next to Darius.
Yep, exactly. I mean, we'll see what happens. I think they've got plenty of talent on that Cavs team, and they were like looking like a top 4 team in the East for a lot of last season. And there's been some shakeup in the East, so who knows? They could be really good again next year. I think they've certainly got the talent. Yeah,
I mean, in the playoffs, they showed that they were inexperienced and they needed more veterans, so they went out and got a bunch of veterans. So that is smart moves. Do you see down the road that they will double down and be like, you know what? We want Mobley as our center. We want him to lock down the paint instead of Jared Allen. And then Jared Allen's off to the wayside, whether it be free agency or they get traded him. You think he's going to be a power forward for his whole career, or do you think they're going to eventually just move him back to center?
I think eventually he'll probably get moved back to center, but it'll probably be just when a different player that's better than Jared Allen becomes available. And then they trade, Allen for him. They do like some kind of package like that because, maybe it's a 3 or a 2-man. I don't know who it is, but I'm sure at some point that's probably the way they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, you probably get smaller.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. I'm not convinced yet. I think him being next to Jared Allen does, because I did say he's physical and everything, but like he is still smaller, skinnier guy. I think gives him more time to bulk up and get that inside presence more. So it's a lot buffer time where he still gets to play as a big man, but he's not responsible for locking down the paint as Jared Allen is at this point. So I think it certainly is helping his development. So I think he can almost live out his whole rookie contract as a power forward, but I think eventually I would like to see him as a center, especially with the mobility he has. I mean, that'd be crazy.
Right. No, I definitely think it could work out. I think it just depends on like how much defense you're getting back in a different player, because that's why they're doing the twin tower thing right now, because defensively it works.
Yeah.
So like if like they can get a better offensive player who's not a huge drop off on defense, that's probably the only reason you move on from Allen at some point.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Perfect. What do you guys think? Is he going to be an all-star? Is he going to be a superstar? You think he's ever going to get traded? Let us know your predictions for the career of Evan Mobley. Comment below. Let someone know.
Yes. All right. That was Strictly Ball Business, guys. Episode 48. So thank you very much for tuning in. And if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe.
Yeah, might as well. You want to hear us more? I love talking to you guys.
Hey, there you go. So, till next time, we'll see you. Strictly Ball Business, where we strictly talk basketball. Tune in next time.